Good morning. Hey, or whatever time you're watching this. Listen, so yesterday I had a conversation with Jose Fernandez Jr. I said, Junior, Jose, are you going to hit marketing director? 100%. How many people are you taking a big event? He says 5. I said, okay, so you're going to recruit 50 people between now and the event. Obviously more than that because you're going to hit MD. And out of that, you're only going to take 5? I said, that doesn't make sense, does it? He says, no, it doesn't. Because, when I was brand new to this business, I needed somebody to explain that concept to me. My goals were up here. How I was going to get there, nowhere close. I had no strategy. That's the majority of people, by the way. They have a goal, but they don't have a strategy. That's why they fail. Man, I have all these dreams. I have all these things. I want to do this and I want that. And I want this house and I want this body and I want to be like this in my relationship. I want this kind of person in my life and I want to build this kind of business. And all of a sudden it's like, why doesn't it happen? No strategy, no plan, right? You got to break that down. And so I said, okay, well, listen, you're going to go to the big event, right? You're going to go, your girlfriend, right? Amanda, awesome young lady. Looking forward to seeing her do good things. You're going to take your dad, you're going to take your mom, they're going to watch you walk the stage, right? That's 4 people right there. I said, if you wait, tickets most likely are going to go up to $325, and then you're going to see tickets probably go up to $375, okay? $275 maybe for new people, but $375 for old agents. And I said, so right there, right, $375, 3 times 4, that's $1,200, right? $1,275, that's another $300. That's $1,500 for 4 tickets. You're getting a 10-pack. You're getting a 10-pack for $19.99 or $19.90, whatever it is. You're getting a 10-pack for almost the same that what you're going to pay for 4 tickets if you wait to register, right? Or even if you say, no, I'm going to register, but we're going to register at the $275 price in the next 30 days. Okay, even then, you're spending $1,200, whatever that comes out to be, for the same exact thing that you could get 10 tickets for. You're also making it harder for your guys because if you recruit me, and this is for everybody, if you recruit me and you tell me, hey, tickets are $199, right? Or you tell me tickets are $375. That could be the difference between somebody coming to this event or not, is that extra $175. So if you plan on 2020 being a year that you really change your life, and we call it 2020 vision, you have to see yourself and make decisions at the level you want to play at. Yesterday I had a conversation with one of our leaders and I said, hey, your next level of promotion, your next level in business is here, right? And are you performing? Is your processing here or here? And that person, that conversation, I love when people take ownership and they're like, man, 100%, boom, respond, right? And I'm like, man, that's freaking leadership right there. That's a different person right there. See, you can't win big if you're afraid to play big. You can't. And I know it's scary. I know it's 100% scary to put your faith into something that you've never done before. And I'm not talking big event. I'm talking about you. You put your faith into something you've never done before. Maybe you've never taken 10 people to an event. Maybe you bought tickets, you didn't take them. Maybe you've never recruited 10 people. Maybe you're saying, man, but if every decision you're making is based on what you've done in the past, that's it. It'll never be better. So you honestly got to close your eyes, and I can't do that while I'm driving. You got to close your eyes and you got to say, who do I want to be at MGM? How many people do I want there? What do I want my income to be? What do I want my shirts to say? What section are we sitting in? What's going to be our chant? Am I going to walk the stage? When Patrick sees me, will he know my name? If you're an MD, how will the other MDs look at me when I walk into the MD meeting? How will the other MDs look at me? What's going to be my talk that I give to my guys at MGM to drive my event the next 6 months? Guys, I'm pushing our guys to buy more tickets, and we have 100 tickets. Why? It's easier for me to tell my guys, yeah, you're going to buy 10 tickets, cool. You're going to buy it from me, right? No. I'm not doing that. I'm putting myself on the line because the next version of me can't win big if I'm afraid to play big. We've never taken 200 people in a base shop. I think our best we looked at the other day was like 106 to Builders Land in a base shop. We've never taken 200 people in a base shop to the big event. But man, there's a lot of things I've never done. And just because I've never done it doesn't mean that I don't plan to do it. I plan to have a house in Italy. I 100% plan to have a house in Italy, guys. And I hope you and your family use it. I hope you vacation there. I hope memories happen. I hope babies are made there. I hope memories are made there. 100% gonna have a house in Italy, somewhere near a winery, somewhere near a fresh store where you can go get some cheese and some salami, and who knows, by that time maybe I'll be vegan, I don't know. But just somewhere where you can go get some fresh fruits and go home and stop by the store with your family and pick up a bottle of wine, pick up some lettuce, some fruits, some vegetables, pick up dinner, pick up some fish, just fresh stuff, and then go home and walk home and walk through the fields and live this life, man. It's just a dream. Like, we get one chance on earth, man. I don't want to miss this. I don't want to live with regret. And I know something about you. You don't either. You don't want to live with regret either. And maybe you have some regrets, and maybe one of those regrets right now is that you haven't given enough. You haven't tried enough. You've been afraid. You've been afraid to do things. And I told Jose yesterday, I said, hey, you need to get a credit card. If you can't, you need to get a credit card. And because why? You're going to save yourself that money. You're going to sell the tickets. You know you're going to take the people. So it's not like you're going to lose the money. You know you're going to take the people. You know when the Patrick announces the speakers, it's going to be freaking sick, and each one of those tickets could probably sell for double, which we don't do that here. We don't go mark up tickets and sell tickets to make profit. We don't do that. We don't make profit off of people that way. We make profit with people. But you know it's going to be sick. And I told him, you need to put it on a credit card. If you don't have it, put it on a credit card. I said, talk to your dad. And so you know what he does last night? He goes, applies for a credit card, right? Last night. And he's like, okay, I got approved. I'm going to do this, right? And we're having a conversation. I said, dude, you're going to spend $2,000 on your business. How much did you spend on college? He says, $30,000. And I said, which one's going to give you a greater return? And he laughs and he's like, or makes it sound like, like he understood the point. But a lot of people understand, but they don't act. If you understand something and you don't respond, they say to know something, but to not do it is to not know it. So, and yesterday I'm sitting at the table and I pull out my wallet. I said, listen, this credit card right here, by the way, and I could probably do it right now. This credit card right here, let me show you this. Here we go. Yes, I know what you're thinking. He's such a great driver, right? Such a great driver. Okay, check this out. This credit card right here, $27,000 limit. I don't owe anything on it, okay? This credit card right here, $26,000 limit. This credit card right here, $23,000 limit, okay? So why? And I got a bunch of other stuff that people send me. Why do people want to lend me so much money? Because I wanted to build my credit. Yesterday I went to the bank and I got to finish one of my properties and I don't want to use my capital. So I'm like, let me borrow some. So I go and I increase my credit line. And I go from 25 to 50. And then next is 50 to 100. Next is 100 to 200. Next is 200 to 400. Next, why? I'm going to build so much access to capital and leverage money. I'm going to leverage money. I'm going to leverage time. I want to create wealth. There's no way that if I go the normal route of what every human being has done on planet Earth, that we're going to live these dreams. There's no way. Guys, no motivation. Be with me for a second here. If you do what everybody else does, if you treat this event like how everybody else does, they're going to wait till they recruit people. They're going to try to buy tickets from somebody else. Maybe they will. Maybe there won't be tickets. Maybe their people will pay the full price. Who knows what's going to happen? But that's what the majority of people are going to do. Leaders are going to say, hey, I bought tickets in advance because I knew the cost was going to go up. This is how much they are today, but I have a few left because I invested in my business. And I asked Jose yesterday, I said, let me tell you this. If you sit down with somebody, look at it this way. If you sit down with somebody and that person doesn't want to get started because they don't have the $199, what's your story? How are you going to challenge them? Because if you've never been in a position where you didn't have something, but you figured it out, you'll never subconsciously and consciously expect that from anybody else. Like, you're not going to have a story of like, you don't even know what we were going through at that time when I went out there and I bought 10 big event tickets. I didn't have anybody on my team. I wasn't a leader, but outside, but on the inside, I knew 100% I'm going to be an MD. If you're saying you're going to be a marketing director at MGM and you don't have 10 personal tickets, here's what you're really saying. You don't believe that. Or 2, you don't see the value in the event. Or 3, you're just like, no, I can't afford it. I wonder how many billionaires use those words. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I wonder how many billionaires, I wonder how many multimillionaires use those words. I wonder how many people that are investors today. I wonder how many people that own all these apartments. I wonder how many people, I wonder the person that built that church. I wonder if they honestly said, I can't afford it. Or they said, let me figure out how to. Guys, you've never seen me do a promotional video to sell big event tickets for the purpose of selling big event tickets. I'm not that person. I'm not. I can't screw people. I can't tell somebody they're going to do something and I know they're not. I'm not that guy. But here's what I know. We are changing. And we are going to push people and promote people and lead people and drive people and promote and sell and market and lead and add value to people. And when we do that, people follow because they need a leader. And that starts with you being a leader today. That starts with you being a leader today and putting your butt on the line and saying, you know what? I'm going to personally get a 10-pack. I'm not waiting for my upline FA. I'm not waiting for my director. I'm not waiting for my MD. I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm going to lead. I don't have anybody on my team, but I'm going to do it anyways. It doesn't even make sense right now. I shouldn't spend that money. I got so many other bills. I understand not to have things that don't make sense. One day you'll hear my story, my full story. I understand what it is to do things that don't make sense. I understand what it is to not be able to see how things are going to change. I understand what it is to stay the same for so long that you think it's impossible to change. I understand it. I really do. I'm not trying to motivate you. I really understand it. And you know what? It's a sad place to be because I've been there too. To think that this is just it. This is just it. This is just me. I've tried to change and I haven't. No, BS. You just haven't changed your routine and you haven't changed your rituals and your wants have been greater than your will. But if your will is greater than your wants, if you're willing to make some changes that are uncomfortable, if you're willing to stick with those changes, then anything you want in this world could be yours. I am looking today. I know it's a big goal. And as a leader, you don't want to set big goals that aren't achievable because you don't want to fail your people. You don't want your word to fail others too. But I'm going to keep saying this. Until we have people on the team that believe it, until we have people that follow through on it, I'm not going to shrink my vision because those people aren't here yet. Or maybe they're here, but maybe this language needs to activate this. Maybe you play with this too much. You don't play with this. This freaking wins right here. This loses. This wins. I'm not saying don't be technical. I'm not saying don't process. But man, so many times you're so afraid. Just be honest. You're so freaking afraid. Patrick said it. You're so afraid. So I'm going to keep saying it. I'm looking today for 60 people that are brave enough to go invest in themselves. I'm going to say it again. I'm looking for 60 people. Why the heck did he say 60? Where does that come from? I'm looking for 60 people today. This video is going out to everybody in the hierarchy. We'll see. Maybe nobody's going to respond. And if that's okay, if that's what happens, no problem. I'm going to lead. If somebody wants to follow, awesome. If a leader, if an MD wants to drive and rally this, if a director wants to get behind this and say, hey, I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be that person. We're going to rally our team. And trust me, guys, when I say this to you, trust me. I understand what it is to do things in moments where the world tells you it doesn't make sense. The bills, the responsibilities, the stuff that's going on in your personal life right now, it doesn't make sense. But this business is going to take care of those things. I'm looking for 60 people. Maybe they're an associate. Maybe it's a Jose Fernandez Jr. yesterday that bought 10 tickets. Maybe it's a Jose Torres. I don't know your name, but maybe it's you that's going to buy 60 tickets today. Maybe it's a leader that didn't buy tickets at the big event and was a little bit afraid to commit. You think you commit when you got all the money? You think you commit when you got all the resources? That's like saying, I'll act like a leader when I'm a marketing director. You're never going to be an MD. I'll act like an SVP when I hit SVP. You're never going to get there. Or chairman or whatever title you're running for. It starts with you changing. It starts with you going all in. I'm looking for 60 people today to buy a 10-pack of tickets. Why? Because I want our net VP and Kobos and what she's doing as a VP now, right? One of my best friends, one of the people that's been driving and helping so many other women on the team. We're looking for 60 people. 60 to buy a 10-pack today. Maybe some leaders are going to buy a 20-pack today. If you really say, I'm going to take this many people to a big event, you have to put, they say where your treasure goes, your heart follows. Meaning that when you invest in your business, you put your heart into your business. That's the truth. You invest in church, you give to church, you put your heart in church. Where your treasure goes, the things you value, money, because it allows you to live. Where you put that, you get that return. When you plant that seed, that grows. So some of you guys are like, God, I want to change. I want to do this, and please bless me, and all these other things. But you maybe don't want to put your butt on the line. This isn't about the tickets. This is about our guys changing their mindset on what they think is big. If getting 10 tickets is big for you, then really you're saying you're going to go out there and become a six-figure earner, $250,000, $500,000, $1 million. If getting 10 tickets is big for you, if you're not willing to invest in yourself and your business, you can't say those things. It's either you're not willing to believe, you don't think big, and that's okay too. But don't really plan on hitting MD. Let's just keep it real. You don't. Because if you did, you 100% know that you got to do that. You got to help your guys. You got to do it for yourself. And I'm looking to see which MD responds to this the most. I'm looking to see which MD grows the most. Yesterday, terraces went from, I think, 40-something, 42, maybe in 42, to 73. They're planning on being over 100, right? Cindy came out of the event the strongest at 70, right? She's at 80, I think 80 or 82 right now. She's planning on being over 100 today. Obi Iroezi. Respect to Obi and coming out of the gate 50. He's never come out of the gate 50, right? I'm looking to see if they can get to 100. Okafor, something special about this dude. Come on, man. 100. Sears. It's a breakthrough. It's here, right? Legacy. By the way, I'm not talking to the MDs. I'm talking about their teams. Legacy. Your block is here. You want to be their flag carrier? I sent a message today. Terraces could be SVP. So many of our guys could be EMD. By train the trainers. I'm not talking about by convention. By train the trainers. That doesn't happen if we stay the same. We got to rally. We got to walk in and train the trainers being board council. That means we got to get commitments. We got to close out today. We got to close out this is the first month of the run. If we're going to walk into to April, it's got to go January, February, March, boards council. You know what's going to happen to their mind when we walk in and we own that event and everybody's got a BC shirt on? You know what's going to happen to them? They're going to know we're going to freaking come for team of the decade. Nobody responded to a text I put on the MD group me. I said, I love it. Nobody looks at us as a threat. That's where you surprise everybody. When nobody thinks you're going to do it, you come out of nowhere and you take the freaking show. You come from the back. You start gaining, catching up, passing up, catching up, passing up. And all of a sudden, you're the number one organization in the company. And all of a sudden, you own the greatest event in the company. And nobody can say anything because our numbers do the talking for us. Well, your numbers do the talking for you. If that's you, get a 10-pack. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your belief, put your treasure where your heart is. Put your butt on the line. Put your butt on the line. Why? Because the next version of you is counting on you playing big so you can win big. I love you guys. Take care. Let's go freaking make history today. Let's shock the company today. Take care.